Hello, trading is closed on November 17th, 2016. After today's video, I have personal business to attend to. Probably won't have much to say until after the holiday. We said yesterday this was basically a positive formation, and unless we gapped under these lows, we should see higher prices. I didn't think the higher prices would amount to very much, and I thought we'd still see 21.74.21, and we came nowhere close. So that fails, and we'll just have to add it to the list. Once or twice every year I get a cluster of failed targets, one right after the other. It's easy to say, forget about the system, it doesn't work. All I can say is the system's been around since the summer of 2002, and in all the other instances when I get a cluster like this, these numbers at some time print. They just don't always print as quickly as you want them to print. During the day, MEJT said this drop was not for keeps and that we should return to this line. Said that rally wasn't for keeps and we should return to this line. Said that move was false and that move was false and there was a retracement. We got the minimum here. We didn't quite get more than the minimum. We don't have to get more, but usually we do. So usually we should trade over this even though we don't really have to. As far as this formation goes, we have a gap up, higher highs, can't hold them. We either promptly trade over this high, which I think is likely but not required, or lower prices should print. Well, I had things I thought pretty well worked out, and then we go over my targets higher than I thought we're going to go, so we have to review the whole indicators and see what's going on. This is the weekly chart. Any close over this price will be a sequential sell from DeMark. It means the market's overbought. It doesn't mean we have to drop immediately. It's a negative indicator. If we start to drop from one of these, it should be a pretty good drop, but if it fails in grand style. I'm thinking we'll go a little bit higher tomorrow, and if we do, we'll probably get a sell on the 130-minute chart from the combo sell indicator. My attempt to call the top here using Fibonacci is not too perfect, but this red line is still holding. When the line gets challenged this many times, I suspect we might break through and make everything I said fall by the wayside, but we haven't broken through yet, and it still is a resistance area. So for tomorrow, we either move up over this high promptly, or lower prices should print. If we are over this high, especially at the close, it sets up sell signals from DeMark. If they fail in the grand style. In the Thanksgiving week, traditionally has been one of the most positive weeks of the year. So we should get a pretty big move pretty soon. Naturally, I won't be around to take advantage of it. In addition to some personal business I had to take care of last evening, you may have heard of a huge explosion in Canton, Illinois. This was an office I've been going to for the last 3+ years. I don't own it, I work for somebody else. Here's where I was parking my car for years. Here's where I used to work, and that's now uninhabitable and has to be condemned and razed. The amount of destruction in the area can't be shown by this one picture, and there was one unfortunate gentleman who was killed. This was a gas main explosion. So when I get back from my personal business next week, I'm going to probably have other things on my mind besides the market. Anyway, as far as tomorrow goes, we trade up promptly over this high, or else lower prices should print. I still think these will print at some time. If we trade up tomorrow over that line I show, we get DeMark sell signals. If they fail in grand style. So we're near a big turn or a big acceleration. And that's today's call.